Live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. Our leader is Hayden Buckley. He's at even par here, as we have not seen a lot of scoring just yet. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get out of the gate strong here in round one. So many great golf courses here on the Monterey Peninsula. We're at Pebble Beach for this, the third tournament on the PGA Tour schedule this year. And Frank, we look at the golfer we're going to be following. Rookie on this tour, still looking to play the weekend for the first time after 2 missed cuts. Is there a danger of getting too discouraged early on?
There certainly is, and I think that's exactly where the player feels right now. If all of a sudden it's 3 in a row, you start to think, have I made the right decision? But I remember a line from the late, great Arnold Palmer. He said, this game is 90% mental, and the other 10%, well, that's mental as well.
Always nice to get that first one out of the way, and that's going to be a good one to get this tournament started. This one's starting a little bit right.
And that is not a fairway hit. It's definitely gone into the rough. Certainly not the start everybody was expecting.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
125 is the number, just a flick. Although the ball is sitting down a little in this rough, he's going to have to come in steep and dig it out.
Now from just 94 yards out, this is second.
An awkward little bunker shot, just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's very quickly to 1 under par. Oh, man, the speed was spot on. A good putt, but nothing to show for it. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's the polar opposite of the drive-in, where you decompress and look at the views. Because once you get onto that first tee at Pebble, it's a wonderful golf course designed by Jack Neville. You're going to realize that no 2 holes look the same. I mean, that's stating the obvious there, but side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific. And then you sort of beat your way around the golf course. The beautiful downhill par 3 7th, I know it's talked about and it's photographed, but that's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7, so I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row in any golf course I've ever seen. I mean, they're beautiful driving holes and iron play, but, Pebble's about the experience, but it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, well, that's another thing as well.
Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Had the distance right, just a tad offline. How about the chances for getting it up and down from that spot?
Well, it's not in the thick stuff, Rich, so that's advantage number 1. Really, the lie's pretty good. I think it's a standard pitch.
And that, not really the best of chips right there.
I was expecting something sort of tap-in range, but that is anything but.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. 4 feet, all that's left for birdie. Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. That finished off for par here at the second. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Third hole, Frank, this is a fun little par 4. Not too long, but the emphasis here is on putting the ball in the right spot, isn't it?
It certainly is. You have to know how far you carry it, because if you take a line at that sort of third bunker there on the right side, on a direct line at the left edge of that, it's about 250 yards to get to the sort of start of the fairway. From there, you're only 100 yards in, so just find your point, your aiming point.
Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. Working from the rough, here's his second at 3. Ooh, that's where the wayward previous shot will cost you. Failed to reach the green from the rough, and now it's time to scramble. Not going to be easy.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there. Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot. That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you refer to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right, because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker It's between 230 and 250 yards, but as I first said, do not go rogue.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Aggressive play off the tee pays off while sitting nicely in the fairway, and a very good chance to get it in tight.
This is an 11-foot putt. Pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie. A dead-on look here for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. He has a 12-footer here. Nope. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. He is very quickly down to 2 over par. Frank, here we are, another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5/6.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Yeah, that's a good tee shot right there. Got a little extra run out. That's where you want to be. Be pleased with that one. On and 2, par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. So this, not technically on the green, but nevertheless, a chance here at an eagle. A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7. Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Frank, given how short this hole is, almost an unforgivable sin to miss the green. But there is redemption. Tom Kite demonstrated that on his way to winning the 1992 U.S. Open.
Yes, this very hole was actually the turning point. His round was slipping away, and he managed to miss those 6 greenside bunkers, which you'd think would be a blessing, but it was thick rough on that left side just past the flag. Pulled out his trusty sand iron, had a little chop at it, and the rest is history. He made 2 and went on to win his first and only major championship.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And that won't help the cause one bit. From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8th. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve, but do not go further than that.
Yeah, if you see shortish par 4s like this, it's a great time to bring out the irons, and that is going to work out well. That one gonna split the middle, maybe get a little rollout as well. That is a good, solid tee shot. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are gonna find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in the rough now, wondering what might have been. Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if a little bit of local knowledge, don't tell too many people, but you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. '19 U.S. Open number 9 was the hardest hole on the golf course. Frank, give yourself certainly a good crack at 4 by hitting the fairway.
And that's all you wanted to do in 2019. It's fine to say all too, but having to hit the left side of this fairway just to keep it in play, and then once again hit into, I know we say this a lot here, but a very narrow green and a very small green, but this time with a long club.
This one starting a hair right.
Didn't need much more from that breeze blowing hard from the right, but it just didn't come in at the end. It managed to hang up in that first cut of rough.
Well, you can see he came right out of that way right. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. So from the rough, his second at 9. So now from just into that first cut, he'll ready his approach to this par 4. Third shot, looking for a good one.
It just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
This from 7 feet. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move him back to 4 over. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. Ooh. Now note his second from the fairway.
143 yards left to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet. Just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
time the pickup and move on. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll hold steady at 7 over par. Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. And that will do just fine. Second shot now, and has to be careful because that breeze can be tricky at his back. You don't want to overclub.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
105 yards to the front, 118 to the hole. Struggling all day, looking to do something good here.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Be very happy with that one.
Yeah, lag putt. I mean, really, it's unrealistic to try and make those. So anytime you can two-putt from there is a good result.
He's hoping here to at least get this to tap in range, but it is for birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. Okay, safely in for his par, and he'll remain right where he is. First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
I'll let you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, that one came out hot, tough to judge sometimes, coming out of the sand, and that winds up well beyond the flag. Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities. Yeah, he kind of got that one out there too far, and it took away some of the speed.
Now a 7-footer. This hole really taking its toll now. Okay, this par 3 shows its teeth. It is a double bogey. And he'll continue his slide. He is at 9 over par. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he's going to stay at 9 over par. Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up, purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. This one moving just a little bit to the right with that wind.
What a roller coaster round today. Haven't seen much good out there, to be honest. So this one really stands out. A good shot certainly stands out.
A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot. Now Noda his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 144 yards to the front, 157 to the hole. Player has to contend with this left to right breeze.
Ten-foot putt left. Kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And that's going to move him all the way down to plus 10. Frank, the 14th hole, par 5. It is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
And this breeze going to push this toward the right.
Well, that tee shot took some working out. The breeze was coming off the left, made the adjustment, and it is absolutely fine now.
Well, scoring's been an issue so far. That's maybe being kind, but hey, that's good tee shot right there. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. Frank, a chance here to get home in 2, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great 3-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. Look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up because it's such a hard pitch shot. There's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash out shot. One of the few times you want to hit your second shot into a greenside bunker.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop. Been there, done that. It doesn't feel good, especially when they're just short little shots around the green. It feels terrible. Certainly been a struggle, and in this hole here, more bad shots than good shots. You need something good to happen quickly.
15 feet away. That one just gonna sneak on by. Now this for another birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. good putt there to somehow come away with double bogey. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17 Mile Drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of four bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pot bunker that has to be avoided.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Well, not much to cheer about so far, but that should be worth the smile. Good tee shot and safely in the fairway. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
From a bit of a downslope here, his second to the par 4.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. Chance now for another birdie.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And he's going to fall even further below par.
Par 4 16th hole. Frank, what's the right play off the tee?
You don't need driver here for a start, Rich. It's a long iron or even a fairway wood. Now, you see that big gaping bunker in the middle of the fairway? That's not really in play. 205 yards gets over that. But that's the line. If you look closely up the right there, those two bunkers, you just see a little sliver of the bunker, the left of the two on the right. That's sort of a no-no. So anything slightly left of that, it runs out about sort of 280 yards. That is prime. Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
This one working up the right side.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
Left himself with 147 to the hole, pin sitting back right.
This now his second from just off the fairway.
Just a little over ambitious on that chip shot. Just sailed past.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
That might have been a little more break than he was expecting, as that one winds up undercutting the hole. 11 feet away. Oh, you're kidding? This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. Okay, in for a bogey at 16. And that's going to drop him even further down the leaderboard.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by.
A birdie putt, down to Iona.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done.
This one measures out to 15 feet.
Got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off for bogey here at 17. And he's going to fall even further below par. No problems there. That's par here at 17. And that's going to keep him right where he is.
Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. 18T, Pebble Beach.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But, you know, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole, too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
Nice to hear something positive. That's the sound of the ball coming off the middle of the face as opposed to another bogey. No one wants to hear that all day long. Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, but a chip and a putt, still make 4.
Well, Frank, it is a pleasant walk under any circumstances, but how good is it when you've knocked it on in 2 here at the 18th at Pebble Beach?
It's a lot better than picking one out of the Pacific Ocean, Rich. That was just a great shot. And finally, you can exhale. The job is nearly finished.
Now, to possibly finish this round in grand style, a long look for eagle. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And with it, he's going to fall even further down this leaderboard, well above par. Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And that will write an end to the round here today. For the golfer we had our eye on, no other way to say it, Frank, just not a real good day out there.
It could be a short week, Rich. We can complain about the conditions and that, but look at the leaderboard. The rest of the field, they didn't have a problem.
So that'll do it for my partner here in the tower, Frank Nobilo. For Nota Begay, Iona Stephen, and all our crew, Rich Lerner saying, we'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.